What is up, guys? Mo here. So are you tired of having your butter come out of the fridge rock solid? You try to spread it on your morning toast and it just doesn't work. Do you hate that? Wait, what? No? You don't hate that? You use margarine instead, and even if it is a little hard, you don't care, you just microwave it? Okay, this is awkward. Well, anyways, I'm going to show you how to make your butter right out of the fridge, spreadable, and it'll be awesome. You can even add spices to it to make it hotter or any kind of thing. This is kind of a compound butter. We're going to call it spreadable butter in this video. Let's get started. Okay, get your butter out, make sure it's room temperature. Basically, you're going to get your stand mixer, hand mixer, or even a wooden spoon if you have it if you're patient enough. Just beat the butter till it kind of gets like this, but you're going to beat it for at least a good minute. You want to stop halfway down and scrape the sides of the bowl because some of it's just not going to get spread properly. Now, the great thing about this is you don't have to make a big batch like I'm doing. You could just get, a couple tablespoons of butter, a bit of olive oil, just kind of mix it together, scoop it around just for one recipe. You don't have to make a big batch. So for anybody who saw my garlic oil video, either the short method or long one, doesn't matter. If you had that oil, that would go great in this recipe. You could toss some avocados in here. You can make an avocado compound butter, which is delicious. I've done that before. Pop some chilies, make some hot butter, which is pretty good as well. Even if you had some Asian chili oil, because the other part of the video is some kind of oil, mostly olive oil or extra virgin olive oil. Put a little bit of chili oil in there to mix it up. You can do a really good job. Now, unfortunately, something was up with my stand mixer. It wasn't working, so I had to switch to a hand mixer instead, as you're going to notice in a second. And I kind of dropped a little bit more oil than I was supposed to in this video. You want to pour it in slowly because you aren't making an emulsion, or it'll splatter all over the place, but I kind of slipped. Pretty embarrassing, actually. But don't worry, guys, the show must go on. So see how much I'm beating it? It's really expanding. And yes, the idea is to keep it in the fridge. Now, I'm using unsalted butter, so you're going to have to want to salt it a little bit. This is going to be a kind of a salted taste. Taste it with bread, of course. I also added in some pepper for some extra flavor. What would really be nice is, what's that green stuff called you at sushi places? It's going to bother me a little bit that I don't know the name. Wasabi sauce. That'd be a nice spicy alternative. Just try it out, guys. Just try a bunch of different alternatives. If you're eating it on meat and fish, you never know. This looks about done to me. Pop it in the fridge for a few hours to really test it out. Now, I'm using a 2-to-1 ratio of butter and oil. You don't necessarily need a 2-to-1. Maybe a 2/3 of a cup. It just depends. The first time I did it, it was way too hard, and it just didn't work out of the fridge. So I only used half a cup. So again, it's kind of an experimental recipe. Alright, let's test it on one of my favorite things to eat in the morning. A bagel. English muffins are pretty nice too, but a bagel will work. So as you can see, I toasted one and I cut it in half, like so. Then of course, I'm going to hit it with salt, pepper. Well, not salt, but I'm going to hit it with some pepper. Then I'm going to hit it with some tarragon, which I love. Chili flakes would be good too if I had some. Let's go for that bite. Now, in the olden days, people would keep the butter on the counter all the time. People are kind of paranoid nowadays. It doesn't really matter. I know people that do it both, but this is a good way, even if you do keep it on the counter, put it in the fridge regardless, but this is a good way to add flavor. That's the main thing to this. Hope you enjoyed it. Give it a try, guys. And that is it, guys. That's what you got. Spreadable butter. No, sorry. Slow it down. Slow it down. Okay. There you have it, guys. Spreadable butter right out of your fridge. It's going to be an awesome recipe. But don't let it stop you there. You want to put some garlic in there, make it spreadable garlic butter, you can. You want to throw some sambal chili paste, do the same thing. Heck, even get an avocado with the mix. It'll taste amazing. The second time you make the recipe, it will be a little better because you're going to have an idea of how much olive oil you really want to put in. First time I tried it, wasn't that great, but that's what cooking is all about. Anyways, guys, leave me a comment below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me what you thought about it. And as always, enjoy. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.